Alabar Breeders' Challenge final preview for the 4-year-olds. Now we're going to have a look at races 5 and 11. The 4-year-old mares is first of the 4-year-old events, and we've got a very short price favourite here in Amaretto. She's going to go around at $1.40. Gee, I think she deserves a Group 1 victory. This mare, she's been very good as a 2-year-old, even better as a 3-year-old, and now comes as a 4-year-old, and she's still without that Group 1 win. She's had 7 goes in Group 1 races. She's been placed on 3 occasions. She ran a placing in the 2-year-old Breeders' Challenge. The 3-year-old Breeders' Challenge run last year was amazing after she galloped out, and then she also placed in the Queensland Oaks. This looks her race. Her semi-final run was super. She's so versatile. Ashley Grive suggesting she's lost a little bit of her high speed, but with that speed going, she now has toughness. Ashley can let this race settle down after 400 metres. Once they've all settled into their positions, Ash can just dash straight around them. If she's forced to sit outside them, I don't think that's going to worry Ash, because that will keep her main rivals at bay. And I think she's the best mare in the race. And Ash and Amaretto can get their first Group 1 victories on Sunday afternoon. Now, hardest to beat, I'm going to go with Makes Every Sense. Horse was beaten in its semi-final by Helen's Bonus, but in saying that, I thought the run was okay because they did go very hard in the first 400 metres of the race. She was entitled to get tired. She was a sitting duck for Helen's Bonus, and she's drawn inside Amaretto. So I can see Luke McCarthy grabbing hold at the start, getting straight onto the back of Amaretto, and if Ashley does make an early move, Luke might well follow her around, and with the class, she can definitely battle it right out, and I think she's the main danger to the favourite. Outside of those, Helen's Bonus, no fluke, the win in the semi-final, that's her go. She likes to see plenty of speed on. If she can be saved for one run at them, she can finish off very powerfully. She's been beaten since as a short price favourite, but I think she's better suited in a race where she's the hunter rather than the hunted, and I think she'll appreciate the mid-race speed in this event. And for fourth, I've thrown in number 4, Kiang Tora. Now, this horse has got very good gate speed. I'd expect it to find the top, and Ashley does have a chance with Amaretto to push through on the back of Kiang Tora in the early stages. So Kiang Tora, the early speed, might be able to lead, and definitely a place and a first 4 chance. So numbers for me in the 4-year-old mares for the New South Wales Alabar Breeders' Challenge are 14 on top to beat 13, 8 and 4, and Amaretto, the short price favourite, at $1.40. Let's have a look at race number 11 now. This is for the 4-year-old Entires and Geldings. This is a very open race. The tab has He's a Dude, the favourite, at $3. I'm surprised by that. I didn't think he would be favourite. I know the barrier draw suits him. Oh, well, he's the best suited of the main runners, but look, I'm going to work around him. I'm actually going to tip one currently at $12 chance, and that's number 7, Ego Dan. He ran a very good race behind Tactate 2 starts ago. He then went round in the semi-finals last week, and he just got tired in the final 60 or 70 metres. He made a long, sustained run. He was entitled to get tired, but in that blanket finish with Spare Me Days and also Colonel Joy, he was the horse that looked the winner at the top of the straight. But I think that sprint with a 600 to go has just taken its toll late, and he was only able to finish in second spot. He's a very nice pacer. I know the Pizzuto stable have a big opinion of him, and I think he's a good each-way bet currently at $12, especially if he's able to repeat that run and they can just hold him up for a little bit longer. Hardest to beat in the race is number 14, Spare Me Days. Now, obviously draws poorly because of the preferential draw on class, but he went around in that race behind Colonel Joy. Go back to his Bulleye Cup win. That was absolutely super. But again, he relished the role as being the hunter rather than the hunted. Because of his form, all of his rivals are going to keep an eye on him. It'll be up to Brad Hewitt to try and sneak through and get a soft run in the early stages, and then save him for the one last run, because I think that's when he performs best, when he's saved up for that one shot at them. Brad Hewitt chasing his first Group 1 as well. I think it's the main danger. Outside of those, I've thrown in number 8, He's a Dude. I think he's better suited over the longer trip. I think when he won the Carousel, we saw the best of him. The 16.09, he still performs well over the 16.09 and came with a well-timed run last week, but he's not push-button speed. He's a horse that takes winding up, and that's why his win in the Carousel was so impressive. And of the rest, I've thrown in number 13, Mouse in the House. Well-performed pacer, has got that awkward second-row draw, but if he's able to lob into a good spot, he should be running home over the top of his main rivals. I've gone 7 on top. I think there's some value here with Ego Dan. Hardest to beat, number 14, Spare Me Days. 8, which is He's a Dude, and number 13, Mouse in the House. 7, 14, 8 and 13. That's the preview of the 2 4-year-old races on Sunday. There are previews available of all races on the Harness Media Centre. Enjoy Sunday's racing.